Are you serious? Are you serious? There's somebody on a cruise ship that's been put in isolation for Ebola. What? This sure won't be the Love Boat. I mean, seriously, folks, it's not a good situation. I want to thank Michael Benghazi for this report, but a Texas health worker who may have had contact with specimens from the first patient diagnosed with Ebola in the United States has been isolated on a cruise ship despite showing no symptoms of the disease. According to the Department of State, they said today, Friday, October 17th, 2014, the Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital worker who did not have direct contact with the now deceased Liberian patient Thomas Eric Duncan, but could have processed his bodily fluids 19 days ago. He left on a cruise from Galveston, Texas on Sunday, according to department spokeswoman Jen Polanski. Now, U.S. concerns have intensified after two nurses from the Dallas hospital who cared for Duncan have contracted the virus, which has killed nearly 4,500 people, mostly in West Africa. But President Barack Obama administration is facing sharp criticism from lawmakers over its efforts to contain the disease at home. The employee has been self-monitoring since last Monday and has yet to develop a fever or show any other symptoms of Ebola. The statement said the worker and a companion voluntarily isolated themselves in their cabin, and the United States officials are arranging for the ship to return to the country. We are working with the cruise line to safely bring them back to the United States out of the abundance of caution. The person that left the country before being notified of the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention updated requirement for active monitoring. The government of Belize said in a statement hours earlier that it had denied a request by U.S. officials to use a Belizean airplane to transport a cruise ship passenger considered to be very low risk for Ebola. The country of Belize said, nope, we're not touching it. So the passenger never set foot in Belize. He or she, the two of them, are in a cabin on the cruise ship in isolation. This is going to affect, there's two things to remember. Doug Hagman said he does expect that Ebola will continue to spread across America, creating tons of confusion and panic in America. His son, Joe Hagman, they were both on my show last week. Joe said, I don't think it really is going to spread, but just the fear of it, just the absolute realization, the potential of it, is going to create a ton of chaos, and the government will use this chaos to tighten more of a rein upon the people and to use more and take more broader measures to contain people, and you won't have anything you can say about it. He says that the prevention and the government's overreach will be greater than the disease itself. I think both gentlemen are right. I think it probably will spread significantly in America because we don't know how to deal with it. And I think that the government will overreach. They just always... Remember what Rahm Emanuel said, that now the mayor of Chicago, but when he was the chief of staff to the President of the United States, President Obama. He said, never let a good crisis go to waste. And what he meant was never, ever miss an opportunity when there's a crisis to continue to overreach your authority upon the American public. Pray, folks. We're living in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Time is running out. And you really do. First of all, none of us know how long we got anyway, so we need to get right with God. Please give your life to Jesus.